America is home to some of the most iconic spots on the planet, attracting visitors from far and wide. But some of those locations are more dangerous than you might suspect. This list exposes 10 of the deadliest and most treacherous destinations across the United States for you to venture to if you dare. Number 10. Death Valley. If you have ever visited California or Nevada, there's a good chance that you are aware of Death Valley's notoriety. This unforgiving stretch of land spans a staggering 3,000 square miles across the middle of the two states, but that's not all. In addition to its size, tourists also have to contend with the dangerous, even record-breaking temperatures that are often recorded there. In fact, Death Valley's temperature once hit 134 degrees Fahrenheit back in July 1913, and this hasn't been topped anywhere since. And the searingly hot conditions have unfortunately led to the deaths of several visitors over the years, with 2019 proving to be especially lethal. That August, 2 lives were lost in just 3 days after a brutal heatwave descended on the valley. Number 9. Angel's Landing. It could be argued that Angel's Landing is one of the most terrifying tourist spots on the planet, as the precarious trail can be found around 1,000 feet above ground in Utah's Zion National Park. The incredibly slim space is made even more dangerous by the unsettling lack of guardrails around its edge. Perhaps because of this, a number of visitors have sadly died while trying to traverse Angel's Landing. As of April 2019, the park's website claimed that 9 people had perished on the trail. However, this chilling statistic emerged prior to another tragedy hitting the headlines some 8 months later. At that time, a teenager passed away after plummeting from the edge of the pathway. Number 8. Yosemite National Park. Famously located in California, Yosemite National Park is a beautiful spot for tourists who love the great outdoors. However, between 2006 and 2016, 150 people passed away in the park, according to Outside Online. Apparently, natural causes unfortunately claimed the lives of a number of visitors as they tried to explore Yosemite's vast trails. Many other deaths have been connected, however, to Yosemite National Park's centerpiece. Yes, it's said that over 60 tourists have met their ends near the famous half-dome rock formation. Scalable only via a cable footpath, the imposing structure stretches some 400 feet into the air. Number 7. Colorado's rivers. If you love rafting, the rivers of Colorado could be the perfect place to engage your passion. Incredibly, more than 550,000 people are reported to have traversed the state's choppy waters in 2016 alone, proof of just how popular these rapids really are. That said, conditions can become quite treacherous on certain parts of the route, and this has led to tragedy in the past. Sadly, 14 visitors were killed in the unrelenting rapids of Colorado's rivers back in 2014, with 9 more people suffering the same fate just a year later. And that number went up again in 2016, when a further 11 individuals fell victim to the unforgiving currents. It's believed that the melted snow brought by warmer weather may be upsetting the waves and so contributing to the levels of hazard. Number 6. Acadia National Park. Located in Maine, the Acadia National Park is another picturesque spot for tourists to revel in. The area is home to the famous Precipice Trail, which is notorious for being Acadia's most dangerous hike. It tests even the more experienced and adventurous hikers. Owing to the hazardous terrain en route, though, 1 visitor sadly passed away there in 2012. Before that, 1985 had marked the last death on the path. And, tragically, more people have lost their lives in the park since the 2012 incident. 1 man died after he had completed a swim in the lake in July 2016. Not long before that, another person had tumbled off a ledge while trying to snap a shot of the setting sun. Number 5. Action Park. One of the most dangerous amusement parks in the world. Back in 1978, a new attraction called Action Park opened up in New Jersey. And as guests explored the water slides and wave pools, it didn't take long for folks to start getting hurt. In fact, over the following 18 years, Action Park developed a reputation for being particularly perilous. Alarmingly, over 100 injuries were recorded in a single year at Action Park. 6 guests also lost their lives at the location before it shut down in 1996. And while the site has since been rebranded as Mountain Creek Water Park, crazy stories about its past are told even today. Number 4. Yellowstone National Park. All 2 million acres of Yellowstone National Park opened to the public for the first time back in 1872. The visually striking landmark stretches across Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana, with just over 4 million people visiting in 2019. However, owing to the hazards in the park, a number of individuals have lost their lives there over the years. According to the Outside Online website, 93 people passed away at Yellowstone between 2006 and 2016, with more than 20 of those deaths coming as a result of the park's infamous hot springs. And by March 2017, another 13 individuals had lost their lives there. Proof, perhaps, that Yellowstone truly is as threatening as its fiery waters make it seem. Number 3. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. While active volcanoes are undoubtedly dangerous, taking a closer look at these geographical wonders in the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park may be hard to resist. And as the area contains such famous peaks as Mauna Loa and K plus Loya, unsurprisingly that makes it one of the more perilous locations on this list. From 1992 up until 2002, some 40 people tragically passed away while soaking up the scenes of Volcanoes National Park, while 45 others suffered serious physical ailments. Then, from 2007, 3 different bike riders perished in the area over the course of 12 months. As a result of these deaths, along with plenty of additional injuries, a bicycle tour taking place in the park was halted for a time in 2007. Number 2. The Grand Canyon. When looking at some of the world's landmarks, there are few that can match up to the Grand Canyon. The huge gorge is arguably among the most stunning sights on the planet and has enchanted tourists from across the globe. Sadly, though, after the park itself was officially opened to the public in 1919, a large number of visitors went on to die there. To explain more, a river guide from Arizona named Michael P. Giglieri spoke with the Los Angeles Times in March 2012. He revealed, some 683 people have died below the rims during the known history of the Grand Canyon after the early 1860s. Since the canyon became a national park in 1919, the number is 653 people. Number 1. Niagara Falls. Situated on the border of Canada and the United States, the Niagara Falls are a must for tourists visiting the state of New York. This magnificent cascade in fact consists of 3 different torrents of water: the American Falls, the Horseshoe Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. Behind its breathtaking beauty, though, the famous location does have a pretty dark past. From 1850 up until 2011, roughly 5,000 dead bodies were recovered from the depths there. And if that wasn't enough, in 2009 the Niagara Falls reporter suggested that 40 people died at the attraction every 12 months. These shocking figures proved that the beloved site may not be as safe as you'd think.